Welcome to our timber frame cottage located on a beautiful lake in Nova Scotia. Today we are so excited to give you the grand tour of our new home.
Can we pause for a second? We need to back up and explain why after living 4 years completely off-grid, do you feel good?
I feel cheap.
It's time to make a change. Come along. So, as I'm sure you saw from the title of this video, this is a very bittersweet, weird feeling. It's hard to put into words, but see these? These are the keys to our new home that we are moving into.
Yeah,
It's wild.
It feels weird, and we've been struggling with, are we giving up? Is this quitting on the land? And a month or so ago, we shared with you some of the struggles and feelings we were having about here, and we realized we were going to finish this project. All the issues that keep causing the delays, they do have solutions, but honestly, after 4 years, we're just exhausted and we need a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I think it would be different if we lived in a more southern climate. But the reality is, we're up in Canada and the winters here, they're really harsh.
Much of central and eastern Canada is in the grips of a polar vortex right now.
People were feeling temperatures of about minus 43 this morning. So that is a historic cold, we're told.
We live in a tent and it has been fine. We have made it work. But the people that we are today and what we want for the future is so vastly different than who we were 4 years ago when we first started this project. Think back to us living in an RV with that little wood stove and then eventually upgrading to this space. And we've been able to be comfortable as much as we can along the way. But the reality is, this shipping container home, there were mistakes that were outside of our control that have added years and delays to this project.
It's just been a ripple effect, and what we've realized is while we've been so focused and almost desperate trying to fix everything here, life has been going on around us, and we don't want to miss it anymore. So
yeah, and there's things that we shared it in the podcast episode. I think it will already be out, but about how we're interested in starting a family and what that looks like. And the reality is there's no one that is going to be a surrogate or an adoptive mother that is going to say, yeah, I want my kid to live in a plastic tent. Like, there's just really real realities of our life right now, and we can't continue putting our life on hold. That's really where we're at.
And last winter, we went away to see the house being built, the sections of it, and we stayed at a beautiful A-frame, and it just really got us realizing, like, the cabin vibe. It's just such a cool experience, and that sort of set us off in motion to try and find a similar feeling as what we had there, because that was the most relaxed we had ever been in years. All of this is to say we are still finishing on with the land. It is still a dream of ours. But
we are not giving up. It's not that we don't want to never live off grid again. It's just we need to be able to rest our head at the end of the night and not have to build our bed every night. And like, there's the struggles that we've went through living here. It's been a really hard 4 years. I think we'll dive into it more maybe in Wednesday's episode of the podcast, but for now,
let's go give them the tour. You ready?
Yeah, let's hit the road. We are just pulling in the driveway.
Wow.
Is it everything you remembered it?
And then some, but also just like a weird feeling because last time it wasn't ours and now this is.
Wow. Doesn't even feel real. Look at the lake right there.
Wow. For a swim, guys.
All right. We're home.
We're home.
Doesn't that feel weird?
It does.
All right. Want to give the grand tour?
Sure. Welcome home. Ooh, it's already warm.
Wow.
It's so just beautiful, and I love this time when you get to see a house without furniture and personal belongings in it, because you just get to like unlock all the potential.
Yeah, the wood in here. So this is a timber frame construction. Basically what that means is there are no screws. So you'll notice all of these little pieces of wood, that's called dowels. So it's pieces of wood that connect all of these beams.
It's such a cottage. It doesn't feel like a house.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the entrance, which is awesome because it's all tile, which is nice for taking your boots off and your wet stuff. And then you come this way into the kitchen.
Which is really nice for groceries and stuff, like
Yeah.
just right in the front door.
This is just a really, really big kitchen, like so much cabinet space, and the fact that we have a full-size oven.
And a dishwasher.
It's wild.
It's a whole new world.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with my time.
There's another sink there too, hey?
Yeah.
I don't know if I noticed that when we looked at it.
Oh, really? I noticed like everything, but that's not surprising.
Yeah.
So there's just so much cabinet space, like all this up here, there's shelves. We've got a really big fridge, which is nice. And then behind Tyler is this massive counter. So when we're having family and friends over, I kind of envision like food all along here to help yourselves.
Also the wood too. Oh, the wine rack. I just don't have the memory that Todd has with this type of stuff. Like, this is all new for me, so it's kind of a lot to take in.
How you doing?
I feel really emotional, and I don't know how to explain it. I feel excited but relieved, and I don't know. I just don't have the words. So we're just gonna continue on with the tour until I find them.
So another big sink here, which is awesome, and something I'm really excited for is a double sink. I find at the Dome with a single one, it's really hard to do dishes and cook at the same time.
And the fact that this actually has functional plumbing that drains to something other than the ground,
And
that's a win.
It's also nice because in the morning, I'm not gonna have to wake up and thaw the pipes to start using the sink. We're gonna be able to just turn it right on when we wake up.
Love that for us.
Love it. And so you come into here, they left us the dining table and the chairs and the stool, which is awesome because right away we've got a place to eat and work. And it's really nice wood furniture, and I kind of want to keep it. Like,
Yeah, it kind of goes with the vibe.
yeah, it's just really beautiful, and I find you don't get furniture like this anymore. So then off of this, oh, I guess we've got this cabinet, which is really nice too.
Oh yeah, look at the little martini and like
Yeah.
what are those? Martini
So,
and
martini glasses, and then I think these are, I don't know.
that was cute of them to leave
Yeah.
that for us.
Should have left instructions.
Yeah. We don't know what they are, but we'll drink from them.
We know how to drink from wine cups and coffee cups. Outside of that, it's dicey.
Oh, and the bar stools too, they left us. That was nice.
Yeah, which is really nice. Like, it's a perfect little area, you know? You can be hanging out here while someone's cooking, and then someone else can be hanging out here. There's just so much space.
Oh, wait a sec. What's this? Oh, wow. They left this for us.
Aww, that's so cute. It says, our dog Bud Mitchie is leaving his special water bowl and a few treats for the 2 new dogs in residence.
And a card. Wow. Home is that precious place where your heart feels safe to live, love, grow, and simply just be. Todd and Tyler, may your new home bring you much happiness as it has done for us since Richard built it. Best regards, Richard and Gabrielle.
It's really,
Thank you.
really special, so thank you. And thanks from Charlie and Eddie too.
Yeah. All right, let's continue with the tour.
And then over here, this, they were calling it a sunroom, but I want to turn it into an office, I think.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
Like massive desk here so that we can work beside each other, and then we've got a little propane burner here that we need to see if it works, but optimism is going to be key. But the part that we absolutely love the most is when you come out of the kitchen dining area is the living room. It's stunning. This is where you get to see the true beauty of a timber frame and how like these beams are what's holding up the house. And normally in a house like your structure is in your walls, but with this, the structure's inside the house and the walls kind of tilt into the structure, if that makes any sense. But it's just stunning. I can't even imagine how we're gonna get the tree topper on up there, but we're gonna have to find out a way. Get another boom lift.
We'll figure it out, but wow, isn't it beautiful?
This is what's beautiful.
The lake?
The lake. We're ladies of the lake now.
It is so beautiful.
Do you want to give the rest of the tour?
Sure. So, you'll notice upstairs is exposed to down below, which is really, really cool. This is kind of what we always wanted. When we first started the land project, we wanted to have a wood frame structure of some sort.
We just love an A-frame.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful.
A-frames are pretty magic, but this gives us the benefit of an A-frame having those beautiful vaulted ceilings without losing the wall space. So really, really happy about that. So do you want to go upstairs first?
Sure.
So when you come upstairs, this is just breathtaking. The fact that the stairs are exposed really allows you to see all of the main level as you're going up.
I also like it because when you're in the kitchen, you can see through, which is nice. I feel like it adds to the open conceptness.
And then when you come upstairs, this is gonna be, I guess, the guest bedroom.
Yeah.
Is that what we're gonna use it for?
I think so.
Yeah. So the ceilings here, see what we meant about the A-frame? The ceilings are a little bit low here, but
We're hoping for short kids.
Fingers crossed. But I think we're probably gonna put the bed against this wall, so then you have the view of the lake. That view from here is just breathtaking. So we've got two really good sized closets here, but the best part about this room is it has its own ensuite bathroom. So when we have guests, when we have friends coming to stay with us, they don't have to use our bathroom. Love that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. I don't know if this is like a little makeup station or what the situation is here. I'm assuming that's probably what it was used for.
I think so.
But it is kind of confined. We're not gonna do any major renovations yet. It is comfortable, but maybe in the future we'll take that out. So that's the upstairs. Oh, and look, skylights.
Love it.
Oh, whoa, this cranks open. I never noticed that.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Fancy. So,
And then the view.
yeah, isn't it pretty?
Like, look at that. Christmas tree right there. I know Nova Scotia typically sends a big one to Boston, but maybe they can send one to us.
Let's get that going. So when you come down the stairs, behind door number 1 is something that we are very excited about. Probably the thing that we're the most excited about, to be honest.
I can't wait.
We have our very own laundry machine. Sure, it's from probably the late 90s, early 2000s. We're hoping it works because this is a big deal.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. For the
Yeah.
last couple of years, we've been doing laundry at laundromats or at my mom's house, so.
Yeah, it's just a really big deal to finally have a little bit of independence again.
Yeah, but huge shout out to Mom for doing our laundry.
Yeah,
it was huge. Thank you so, so much.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, but it's nice to be adults again. So, and also we have a little set tub.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we call it in Canada. I don't know what everyone else calls it.
Wash basin, laundry sink.
A wash basin.
This is me wash basin. It's a basin for washing.
Oh, and there's a toilet.
Oh, yeah. Indoors. Like, wow. Okay, this is what we're really excited for. Our bedroom. It seems like it's almost as big as the dome,
It probably is.
but like it's our own space that we have a door that we can have privacy, we can have alone time. Like if I need to be alone, I can come in here, close the door, and Tyler's out of my hair. And then it comes this way into the bathroom, and there's just so much natural light. So we're facing south. So I anticipate like sunrises through these windows in the skylight. And then this is our own bathroom, which is
How exciting.
We've never ever lived anywhere that we have an ensuite, like our own standalone ensuite. So I'm really excited for this, to have our own space for our own bathroom. And then we have a deck out here, which is nice.
And also, we have this little jacuzzi thing. Don't know if it works. We're hopeful it does, because when you sit in that, you have this gorgeous view of the lake. How stunning is that?
Yeah. It's just so nice because like it's an older home, but everything is so well maintained. Like the shower still glides so nicely. And when they tested it for the home inspection, like no water comes out, which is huge. That's a plus.
It's the little wins for us. And yes, things are dated, but it's functional. Like at the land, we don't even have a shower, so the fact that we're gonna be like, it's just.
I'm also just really excited because we've done so many like renovations and stuff in our past. I'm really excited to get in here and just continue someone else's dream instead of having to make every single decision. Like that's where the light switches are. We don't have to figure it out. I just gotta figure out a wall color. You know? It's the little things, like Todd said.
Yeah.
So, leaving the bedroom, God, I just can't believe this is our room. And then we're gonna go downstairs. There's some big projects down there, but we'll explain it.
There's a basement too.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
So, there's no floor in the basement because when we came for the home inspection, there was water on the floor. So until we can investigate where the leak is from, the previous owners actually removed the flooring from here. It was garbage and buckled. So that's kind of nice, a little less work for us, but there is some structural things. So on the outside, the whole deck has to come off and the part where the house meets the foundation is rotted. So probably a lot of this drywall is gonna have to come out.
Yeah.
This is gonna be our last room to deal with, like well down the road.
Just go in that corner though. It's kind of deceptive. It is a very, very large room.
Very large. Still got room. I gotta practice those. I'm losing my touch.
You're not sticking the landing. But there's a lot of potential in this space to do something. We could add another bedroom in the future. We may do like a little bar here
I was
underneath.
gonna say wine rack all through here.
Yeah, so a lot of potential.
Yeah, and storage too. So this is the furnace, like mechanical type room. But just look at how much storage there is. It just wraps all the way around here, which is nice. And then in here is it's technically a bedroom, but to code, the window isn't an egress window, which is how you get out in an emergency. So we will have to change that out to be a bit bigger to fit a body through it. But it's a good spot for now, you know, if we've got a friend that we don't really like, they can stay down here.
Yeah. And then the last space down here, there is a garage. A garage.
Wild.
Wild. Having this garage space that is actually attached to the cabin is going to be such a game changer in the winter. I cannot wait to experience what it's like pulling the vehicle in here and not having to scrape it off. I'm so excited about that. Can't even put it into words.
Excited for this. So I know we didn't want a lawn when we started at the land, but something has changed in the last couple of years and Tyler has held fast to no grass. So
put that on a mug.
Yeah. So we got this that came with it, which I'm really excited. I'm assuming it works because it got in here, and when we last were here, it was out there. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then we've got so much shelving in here.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
Storage, and you can hang like life jackets and all that from the lake. But the best part that I'm really excited about is this room in here. So at the land, it's 600 feet for me to go from the dome all the way up to the workshop when I need to fix something. Now, I just come to the basement and I have a little tinker area.
Oh, that's gonna be cute. That's where you're gonna do like
I'm gonna get
crafts
like
and stuff?
an office chair. Yeah, like it's gonna be somewhat for fixing things like straight man Todd, but then it's also gonna be like a gift wrap and craft area because...
Can you do that straight man pose again? Yeah. I think it needs some work.
But it's also nice because if you remember, it took us 3 years to build our water filtration system at the land. We're moving into it already to go.
It looks pretty high tech too.
It does, and they just changed out some stuff. Like it looks like it's in good shape, so
Yeah.
don't question it. If it ain't broke, don't... Whoa! Look at this. A little walking stick.
Oh, I bet you that was his. That's really cool.
That is cool. We're big fans of walking sticks.
Love a good walking stick.
They make such a difference.
Central vac too. I didn't know they had that.
Shocker. So, as great as the cottage is, the real reason we bought it is what's outside. Something we've always wanted at the land was water frontage, and sure, we have the river, but it's like a 15-20 minute walk, not no more. So when you come out, you can just really see how beautiful the cottage is. I just love it. Like the green and the red of it all. It's Christmassy, but also just fits into the forest, I feel.
It's like it's from a storybook or something.
I can't stop looking at it. But I also really excited for this. So we have big plans for what was their storage shed. We think that it would make the perfect bunkie for overflow sleeping when we have family and friends come to stay with us. So it's a blank slate in here. And we're kind of picturing bunk beds back here with maybe a little seating area there. And then I'm trying to convince Ty to cut a hole here and put a door in. It makes sense.
It does make sense because this will have the most epic view of the lake. Right now, it's just all forest, which...
We can go show them.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons we bought this place, truthfully, is because as beautiful as that timber frame cottage is, it's the potential of the property. It's the fact that it's several acres right on a beautiful lake. It's actually so big that it can be subdivided for additional lots, which for the future and an investment standpoint, to be able to have our family come stay with us, it's beyond anything that we could have expected.
And maybe if we start popping out babies, we can just give them little chunks and they can build their little houses next to us.
Been feeling it lately.
But I want to put the door here because it's got this covered deck. So I think it would be so beautiful if we put a little foot trail through to the lake and you can sit and have your coffee here in the morning. I think it'd be awesome.
The thing is, it just has so much potential. So speaking of the lake, we're gonna head that way now. The cool part is this side of the property that's already developed, you can access the lake right there. So it's right in front of the cottage, or you can go down this way. Do you wanna go down the path and like show them the whole?
Sure, we can do the loop.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. So going this way, we're calling it a boat ramp or launch or something because it just drives down to the lake.
Yeah.
So that means we have to either buy a boat or build a boat.
We'll be building a boat because I can tell you, we do not have the funds to buy a boat after this.
A couple more bake sales.
You know what though? I think what we'll probably do for the first few years is just use our kayaks. Kayaking is something that we really, really enjoy. And if you've been watching our videos for a while, you know that we kayak down the river at the land, but we actually have to bring our kayaks in order to do that. We're here, we won't. So.
Although the thing that's hard is the river's not going to be pushing us. So as far as we go, we'd have to come back.
But look at this.
I
actually can't believe it.
Yeah. Such a difference. This is something that when we first started the land, we couldn't find lake property. So that's kind of where the pond came from, and always going down to the river to hang out. There's just something we find calming about water.
I think everyone finds it calming.
Ducks.
Oh wow, little duckies. That's cute. So, I don't know. It's just to be able to wake up every morning and have this view. And I don't know if you notice this, but there are also not cottages all over this. It's very, very private. It has that remote feeling that we love so much about the land. I feel very relieved now that I've like gathered my thoughts a little bit. I think relief is the best thing. Knowing that we're gonna be safe and comfortable and Charlie's gonna be comfortable this winter is, I don't know, it's everything.
I think it's also just good, like a separation. It allows us to kind of remove ourselves from the land, and then when we go there, we can really focus on finishing it. Because we just need that. It's been hard to build, work, and live all on one property.
Yeah, and just think of the potential of this place too. Like, look how big. It's several hundred feet of lake frontage, which is virtually unheard of nowadays. So we feel incredibly just fortunate and lucky. Like, this place didn't even hit the market. The fact that we were able to get it is, it doesn't even seem real.
No, and it just kind of speaks to like the love that the previous owners had, because they could have subdivided it and chunked it off to be smaller, but they understand the privacy.
Yeah.
But this is what's really cool. So as you come down the beach, there's these stairs that need a little bit of TLC.
Nothing we can't tackle.
At all. But it's got this beautiful little deck platform, which I think would be perfect for a meditation space early in the morning, because we're south-facing, so you're going to get all that sun, and then you're just going to have this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then a little fire area here, because we do love bonfires. We've been known to be pyros.
Love a bonfire.
And then these gardens, which are already here, they just need some TLC as well, some cutting back of the plants, a bit more mulch. Nothing that we can't tackle, which is what I feel relieved about, is that there's stuff that needs done, but nothing needs done right away.
Exactly. Like, everything that we're gonna do here, we can handle this ourselves. Like,
yeah, we got this. You want to show the deck?
Yeah. So the last thing is this deck. Unfortunately, this entire thing does need to be ripped off and replaced. However, we don't have to do it right away. We can handle it next year. It's not like an absolute rush, but it did come up in the inspection that the way it's attached to the house, it's all rotted. So it does need to go. However, it's a beautiful spot for now.
And look at the little fire pit and chairs they left us. So perfect. Again, to take in the view. Just can't stop staring at it. Then we come back up here to our little office door. So yeah, we're just really excited. I think what we're gonna do now is go get the animals and have our first night here.
Get a blow-up mattress maybe. We don't have anything. We don't have any furniture. This all came together so quickly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't seem real. So we're gonna go process it, settle in, and we'll see you Sunday.
Bye.